Everyone, welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm your host as always, Rashid White. All right, so Phoenix Suns fans are going to be really, really disappointed over here, man. I don't really think the Phoenix Suns are going to really win this series. And I think Kevin Durant should have actually stayed with the Brooklyn Nets. This was a terrible move right here, man. Because one, Kevin Durant actually puts himself in a really, really hyper competitive, conference over here, man. This should be a Western Conference Finals preview right here. Not a first round series. And you look at the way the teams were actually matched up today, man. I mean, you have CP3, who's actually too small, and he's a defensive liability out there. I mean, and look at the Clippers. They just got like bigger. I mean, Westbrook is a handful. Even though I think he almost lost in this game, but he actually made some great defensive plays that kind of saved them somewhat. But I mean, if Westbrook actually shot even like 20% better, this is a 10-point victory over here, 12-point victory. And I think that's the only reason why it was really even this close, because of Westbrook was just like really making a lot of really boneheaded plays and just turning the ball over, shot selection, bad shots, not giving the ball to Kawhi Leonard. There was a couple of times he kind of missed them there. This was an epic game over here, and they threw everything they can at the Clippers, and too much Kawhi Leonard. If you look at Kawhi Leonard's defense, I mean, he gets put on to Kevin Durant, man. Kawhi Leonard is a hound defensively, man. You can't play around with the basketball with him. You can't let Kawhi get his defense set on you, or it's going to really be hard to get around him, and you're just eating up more shot clock. So this is a big mistake. You look at in the Eastern Conference right now, you have what's his name? Giannis Antetokounmpo. He just went down with a back injury. Hopefully that doesn't hinder him so much, but who knows? You look at Ben Simmons and you see his nerve impingement, so we'll see what the diagnosis is. I just think the road to the championship would have been way, way, way easier. But I do give Kevin Durant like a lot of props for actually not really shying away from that. But the Western Conference, man, it's really tough, and you have to be like fully stacked. Even Sacramento's tough, Denver's tough. If Ja Morant doesn't hurt his hand today, I mean, they're tough. I mean, I don't know why he would want to put himself in this type of position. I think it was an emotional move. It wasn't nothing that was based on like intellect, so they're really upset about him trading away Kyrie, and how he treated Kyrie. And I would have just say, listen, you should have been a man, step up and demand that Sean Marks actually get fired. Separate videos actually coming for that. But let's look at the box scores over here, man. For for the Clippers and Suns over here, man. This is, like I said, I'm surprised. And this is really actually like the marquee matchup of the actual NBA playoffs right now. It's not really, it's other intriguing games too, but this is like really, really, really the main matchup over here that I want to see more than my Brooklyn Nets. But, look, it's Eric Gordon was a starter. You got Westbrook. Terrence Mann, he was a plus 13. He was just like a bull when it comes to actually on the offensive end when Chris Paul was actually guarding him, man. It's just the youth, athleticism. But CP3, this is a young man's game over here, man. This is a young man's game. And I'm surprised Chris Paul was actually a plus 6, but you saw it 2 out of 8 from the field. And they're actually going to be very physical, the Clippers, and they're going to, the referees for the most part, in the playoffs, they let a lot of things go. And damn, the Phoenix. This is look at the actual plus minuses over here. Everybody over here, Kevin Durant a plus 4, Torrey Craig a plus 14, 18, actually 8, and I'm surprised is a plus 13. They really, really, really played well. But I guess what you didn't really have was actually any bench productivity, which I actually said about a month ago that this was actually going to come back to bite them in the arse. It's just not a good move when you get traded and you got to give up guys like Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and what's going on with T.J. Warren? I don't know what's up with him. They can actually use his scoring. Probably not much on the defensive end that he actually really gives you. But, yeah, man. The guys that actually did play off the bench was not really, And you look at the bench for the Clippers. Look at this over here. Mason Plumlee, a plus 16. Highland, a plus 13. Terrence Mann, plus 13. Norman Powell. That's just crazy. The Clippers are actually really deep, and they don't actually have any type of what do you call it? They don't have a. I'm sorry. They don't even have Paul George, man. That's the scary part about it over here, man. They really don't. So the only one with a minus factor was actually Zubac, but I think Plumlee came in and he actually played really, really, really well. And let me know what you guys actually think in the comment section, man. I'm tripping over here. This is a big mistake from Kevin Durant. Should he actually stay with the Brooklyn Nets? The road to the championship would have been a lot easier. Maybe they just face, especially like if you had Philadelphia. I think they could even moved up to that 5 spot if Kevin Durant was actually there. You still had Kyrie Irving. It would have been an easier matchup with Cleveland versus Philadelphia because we've seen Evan Mobley. He actually has to develop an offensive game, and Jared Allen's actually limited offensively, and I think they probably kind of get in each other's way and causes spacing issues. So a big mistake, big mistake for Kevin Durant to actually go to the Phoenix Suns and to actually just go out west. All right, so I will wrap this video up. Like, comment, subscribe, certainly share this video, and when you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.